Oh my god, what am I doing? Hi, welcome to Just Thinking Out Loud. My name is Desi-Rae. This video is going to be a little bit different from most of my videos, not all, because I'm going to be referencing Jamaican culture. And usually I talk about US politics and culture. So, a couple months ago, actually about a month ago, I was thoroughly shamed as a Jamaican for not knowing the music from and the artist called Koffee. As it turned out, I had heard a couple of the songs before, but I didn't realize who was singing it. But I rediscovered or properly fully discovered a Jamaican artist named Koffee. And I really like her music. I just wanted to make a video commending it, recommending it, I guess. My favorite song of hers is Rapture, and she has a really famous one called Toast. There are other ones. She's pretty popular actually, so you won't have any trouble finding her. You probably may have heard of her before. Uh, if you're not Jamaican, then you might not understand some of the lyrics, and I do think the lyrics are kind of important, and I like the vibe that she has a whole lot. But I think you could still possibly enjoy the music without fully understanding what she's saying. Now, why I like her music so much? One, she's actually and obviously very talented. So if you're just looking at like the sound, it's quite good in my opinion, and her lyrics are very good. Her artistic style is good. And I grew up always feeling sort of ambivalent towards dancehall music. I think when you look at me, if you're Jamaican or if you've been around Jamaican people, which Jamaicans travel everywhere, then you would think that I'm not someone who's involved very much in that culture, and that's half true because growing up, all my friends were, and it was surrounding me, so I kind of was. There are things that you probably think I wouldn't do that I did in terms of dancing that I probably wouldn't do today, but because that was just the culture I was from, and that's how I fit in. And it never felt like fitting. It's just something I didn't think about. It's now as you get older, you think about it more, but really I wasn't thinking about it much at all. So I like her music because it's different, it's unique, and it's not using the same things that a lot of Jamaican artists, both male and female, use. So it's dancehall sometimes, but it's also reggae sometimes, and I've seen it called reggaeton. I don't really know what you describe it as, but it's definitely distinctly Jamaican, and it's different from most of the Jamaican music that's out there. I would call it pop dancehall, like maybe like Popcorn, like that guy, but from her. So that's how I think of most of the songs that I've heard of her as. And then I guess some of them are more like reggae. To be more specific, she doesn't dress like, say, Spice or Shenseea, both of whom are artists I actually like, because even though they don't channel what I would consider me, like they channel something that I think is distinctly human, and it's okay, even though I think it's kind of raw and explicit. It's also kind of cool, and the way that they do it is quite nice, in my opinion. And so she's different in that she really changes the way most people view female Jamaican artists or female dancehall artists. And I shouldn't say female, just that genre in general. From what I understand, Jamaican music never used to be like that. The way I remember learning about it, there was like roots rock and ska, stuff like that, and folk, and then ska came from that, and then dancehall came from that afterwards. Sorry, reggae and dancehall or something like that. So I guess I don't remember the actual roots, but I do know that music never always used to be so explicit. And then there were artists that sort of made it that way, and that became the like style of dancehall music. I really like the instruments and the sounds behind dancehall music. I actually used to play the snare for Brazilian samba, and I did it for 2 years. It was a course actually in my college, but I did it way after the first class and even after I stopped going to college because I was still living in the area. Because it was, I think, kind of meditative in a way, the sound. So I'm very much into that, but I'm not into the skettle kind of behavior. That sounds very Jamaican. Or, there. I think you can be classy somehow and still do it, but there's a lot of the music I don't like. And apart from the cultural aspect, I don't like how young children are exposed to that kind of music. And I think it's like I don't want to condemn it because sexuality is a part of human nature, but at the same time I think it's too much. And my parents weren't very big on dancehall at all. I remember finding tapes of Buju Banton, like my dad's old tapes, and being like, my father used to listen to this. Like, I remember seeing that as like, I could never see him listen to that now. So that was the kind of household that I grew up in. I think the exposure to that kind of music probably has ramifications in society when it comes to behavior between men and women or sexual exploitation or things like that in a culture. And I know I don't want to turn this video into bashing the culture, but I do think that there are negative aspects to it that I don't like. And I don't know how you tease apart positive aspects from the negative. So that's something that has always kind of bothered me, and it's nice to see this kind of music and sound turn up in a different way that doesn't have all the other aspects to it that I think can be possibly worrisome. But I just want to say that I really appreciate this woman's music, and I hope that more artists are inspired to be like her, where they retain the sort of raw sound but with a different message. It's like a message of positivity and thankfulness. It's almost like combining conscious Rasta reggae kind of music with more pop dancehall kind of music. I really, really enjoyed it. I think she's awesome, and I just wanted to make a video about it. And I know it varies away a lot from what I usually talk about, but I think it's awesome. I'm so happy that I found it. I've listened to a lot of the music on repeat, which is what I do. And one of the songs that I had heard before, I never realized was from her, was Burning. That was like, and Toast. But I really like Rapture also, and I can't wait to see what else she comes out with. So I guess it's just like a thank you for making this music. I'm so glad you made it, and I hope that there's more music like it. There's nothing, that's not to say that the kind of music that I personally don't like as much shouldn't also keep being produced, but I'm glad that this kind of energy came out into the world from the country that I'm from, and I hope that there is more of it in the future. And I guess I would just encourage my subscribers to go check her out. It's Koffee, and I hope you like it. I just wanted to talk about that. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Subscribe if you're new to my content and this channel. If you would like to support my work, you can do so at justthinkingoutloud.tv/donate. I would really appreciate it if you did that. Have a good day, and I will talk to you soon. Oh, also you can find me on other platforms. Okay, bye. If anyone out there knows a lot about sound and knows how to stop my mic from doing that like almost static sound that it does sometimes, I would really appreciate help. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know why it does that. I think it has something to do with the connection. Like if I have other devices plugged in, sometimes it will seem to cause issues more frequently, but I don't know why it's doing that, and I feel like it's ruining my audio, so I would appreciate some help if any of you know.